Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting edition of your favorite manga esque podcast, video cast here on the platform. I don't know where I'm going with this. We're cool. That's what you need to know. That sounded kind of pretentious. I'm sorry. It's Manga Bros, Manga Night here, part of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. It's your boy Gio here, petitioning Marvel for an Inhumans Omnibus. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm joined once again by the always awesome Omnibus Collector, Briley. How you doing, buddy?
Doing well. I am doing well, thank you.
Heck yeah. Welcome everybody. Tonight we're going to be doing previews. It's previews night, going over all the cool stuff that's coming out in the month of April, all the manga releases. I don't think it's as heavy as March, which had like 150 plus books. I think it's a little bit less, but still awesome. A lot of cool stuff that I'm personally looking forward to. And yeah, we're going to share that and have some fun with the chat. If you've got any questions in the chat, we can answer them. And of course, if you're watching at a later point in time, be sure to hit the like button. Helps us out with the algorithm and all that fun stuff that everybody likes to repeat here on this platform. So let me remind you also that this show is sponsored by the wonderful people at In Stock Trades, IST, as the kids say, your home for all things collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, trade paperback, hardcover, manga, whatever it may be in the world of collected editions, you get it at In Stock Trades. Up to 50 to even 60% off daily deals. You got to check out the website to figure it out. If you order $50 or more, you get free shipping. And of course, fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. So shout out to IST. Sambo, what's up? Thank you for joining. James has a question. Are we sure that is Riley? It looks a lot like Magnum PI. You're looking pretty dashing and badass tonight.
Oh, I was getting dressed and I saw the shirt and I haven't worn this in a while and it's getting to be closer to the summer season.
Nice. So before we do previews, have you hauled anything recently?
Actually,
that you think you could share?
I haven't really because my latest orders for like manga and stuff have not come in. I'm trying to think, but I'm going to be reading this probably tonight, Young, Alive, and in Love, from the folks over at Starfruit Books. I've been communicating a lot with Matt, who's like the grand poobah over at Starfruit, and it's been really fun, like to kind of like talk about because they're a newer, smaller publisher that only has a few things out at the moment, but they have a lot of things coming soon, including a lot of really like awesome horror manga. Like they have he told me he's getting his copy of the Hideshi Hino book Pigs like this weekend. And then once it's good to go, he's going to send me one. I'm going to like do a giveaway and stuff like that. Nice. But yeah, it's been cool to talk with him about stuff and like help him to get some traction and get attention. So I made a video earlier today about another one of their books. Was it when Pink Rain Falls? It's like a boy's love, but it's a boy's love, but it's a romance manga according to the creator. Because it's not
a
really
wholesome boys love.
Yeah, because it's not really about an actual like romance, but like one guy has an unrequited love for his best friend who just got married to a woman, and then like he's upset, so he runs away and he like gets brought into this florist's shop, and it's a really quick one shot, like 50 pages. But I talked about it on my TikTok and made a quick video about that. And he
just gonna ask.
I always message him when I make I'm like, hey, I made a video about this. Let me know if you get any attention. He'll like get back to me and be like, hey, I got like handful of orders, a dozen orders after you made that. Like, thanks so much. So
Nice.
it's fun to like help out the smaller publishers, and they can use the help, because then you get these smaller publishers that pay attention to these things that other publishers, the bigger ones, might pass up on, these licenses and stuff, and then it allows them to pick up more licenses themselves. So that's what I've been up to. What about you? Did you excuse me, have anything worth talking about?
I did get finally Dragon Quest. My copy arrived,
Very nice.
and that was with Berserk Volume 10 of the deluxe editions. And I'm looking over there because I already stored them away. Volume 10, and what else? A bunch of other random stuff. Rent a Girlfriend Volume 11, and a couple Viz books. Nothing too big, but still awesome. That Dragon Quest is pretty chunky for its size, and I dig it. Now I'm hooked, and I want to get everything. Curse my luck. Because I thought, man, I don't know if I'm going to get it because I have no space. But now that I have the volume in hand, it's so pretty, and I really like the story. And Dai's one of my favorite characters. I gotta represent, the fandom, I guess. So I got it. Also, if anybody's wondering, probably like two of you out there, I am working on some videos for my channel. It's been a while, because I kind of made a new schedule for myself on my personal channel. Things are running a little bit different now, not as stressed as before, and I've been trying all day to upload a video. And I told Riley this before going live. I got hit with like 5 copyright dings or whatever on the video, so I had to take it down again. So now I have to work on it and replace stuff to see if I can upload it later tonight, and it'll go live. Hopefully. It's going to be about anime, but I do have my Planets review. Not a review. I'm not doing reviews. More like manga essays, I guess. That's going to be going live soon. So look forward to that. And I've been reading a lot of Rent a Girlfriend because I just needed a break from serious stuff, and I wanted to read some questionable rom-coms in my life.
I watched an episode of an anime recently, which is a big deal for me.
Whoa, hold on a minute.
Actually, no, it's more than that. I watched an anime film, and I watched an episode of an anime. The other night, like a bunch of guys, I got nothing going on, so like a bunch of the guys that were in a Discord server were watching the last episode of My Dress Up Darling, so I joined them for that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I haven't watched a single episode of this, but like it's easy to get what's going on, like it's just a rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
But that last episode was not so like spicy. Like I know that the rest of the series has had a lot more fan service than that.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was mostly fun just to sit there and watch with friends. And I watched one of the One Piece movies because the Strong World movie was on Netflix.
Yeah.
I watched it while working the other day. And it was okay. It was fine. I'm just in like, I have such a appetite for One Piece now because of the latest chapters. And like, so when I saw on Netflix that they had that movie, I was like, I haven't seen any of the One Piece movies or seen anything that's like not canon to the manga. So I'm going to go ahead and watch this.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of like when I was younger and I would watch the Dragon Ball Z movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's it's just a self-contained little story with a new villain. I don't know. It was fun, I guess. It was cool. The animation was pretty good, but I watched the dub instead of the sub because I was working and I don't understand Japanese. So I got to witness for the first time like how all of the characters actually sound in the dub.
You got to listen to the Funimation dub at least.
Yeah, well, I did watch a few episodes of the 4Kids back in the day.
Yeah.
So I remember like Sanji having the Joey Wheeler voice and stuff like that.
With a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, but like do you know if in the Japanese version of the anime, if like in the subbed version, does Chopper's voice change when he changes shape, or does he always have the same voice? Because in the English, he's like in one of his different points, and he still has like the same high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
And I always, in my head when I was reading it, I always imagined like his voice changes when he transforms into his different forms.
I think it does change, but not too dramatically from what I remember. It's been a while since I've watched
Like
One
same
Piece
voice
anime.
actor, just like, or same voice actress just adjusting their voice.
Yeah, I think that's what they did. I
Yeah.
don't remember it being too different.
But it was
been a
just
while.
like Little Chopper like saying something and being like Little Chopper's high-pitched voice, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't remember what point he goes to, but like transforms and he still has the same voice even though he's big. And I was like, bruh, what's going on?
The DBZ movies were enjoyable. Yeah, those were fun. I'm not the biggest DBC movie fan, but they're fun. Gio, what is the name of your gaming channel? You mentioned it yesterday. Geekdom Gaming. Just go to my channel, and in the top right, upper right corner, there's a YouTube link for it, and you can subscribe. Thank you, by the way. Riley watching anime. Does he know tomorrow's April Fool's Day? Not today. You never know. Things can change.
I've been sitting in this, like, this is basically my office for I migrate around the house for working and doing stuff. Like, I'll go from like room to room to room, and like I set myself up in here, which is a guest room that has like a TV, and I took the PlayStation in here so I could watch TV. And the only service that I have on this PlayStation right now that's logged in is Netflix. So I've been watching so much stuff on Netflix, and there are several different anime that I'm like, I'll probably check out like while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But I could easily just walk down the hall and go to the other room with the like much bigger, much nicer TV that has all of the streaming platforms logged in, and watch other stuff on like Hulu, HBO Max. I could watch the episode of Moon Knight from yesterday or whatever, and I just haven't done it yet. I'm just very lazy, and I don't know, like I get stuck mentally in like a section of my house, basically.
I think you could potentially start watching shows that are not based on manga that you own or don't plan on owning.
Yeah, and that's how I typically do.
Yeah. But right now, spring season, there's a bunch of shows coming out. It's going to be insane. I'm probably looking at 25 different shows that I'm going to be watching at the same time. I'm bracing for impact, guys. Thank you, James, for linking the channel. Thank you, Geekdom Gaming. Subscribe. Thank you. So I wanted to bring something up about the books. What was it? I don't know. I'll think about it later. So previews for April. Let's share the screen here. And again, I always make this disclosure. We're going to share Right Stuff. Doesn't mean they sponsor us or anything. I wish, but they don't. It's just everything's bundled up together, and it's easier. Also, you remember when we got dinged and the stream got taken down because we were sharing pictures?
Yep.
Fun times. So we don't do that anymore. That's why I use Right Stuff. But if Right Stuff is listening and you want to sponsor the Omnibros, hey, welcome aboard.
I think we have to like initiate, because their thing is like you actually have to fill out like anyone can be an affiliate. I think
I did, but then they were telling me, "Oh yeah, sure, we'd love to. Here's the stuff so you can promote the website on your website." I'm like, "It's not a website; it's a YouTube video." And then they never got back to me. I'm like, "Oh, okay," because they thought I was a blogger, maybe for like a website. I don't know. I haven't. I have to reach out again to see what happens. Maybe we can get like a discount code for everybody. Like use code Omnibros for, I don't know, 10%. Jesus, 2% off or something. I don't know.
50%
off. Anyways, here's the stuff that's coming out. This stuff is already in stock, but it should be coming out. Or actually, it's on it already came out, right? On the because previews is Wednesdays typically. So yeah. Anyways,
Something.
Rosie and the Labyrinth Volume 3. The penultimate volume of Chainsaw Man, right? Because it's going to be 11 volumes.
11 is the last one, at least for part 1.
For part 1. So we got volume 10, Jujutsu Kaisen volume 15, Kaguya-sama Love is War volume 22. I assume you ordered all of these, right? For your Viz collection?
Yes. Yeah. And
Nice.
I mean, not just for the collection, but because I legitimately read all of them.
Well, no, I know. Yeah.
I ordered all of I have a pretty large order that's just kind of sitting of all the stuff from the first week, that the things that you're going to see that are already available, basically.
Yeah. Kaiju number 8, volume 2, Darling in the Franxx Omnibus, volume 1, Banished from the Hero's Party, I Decided to Live a Quiet Life in the Countryside, volume 1, Little Miss P, volume 4.
I heard that differently than it was.
This is about menstrual cycles, right?
Okay.
I think so. I don't know. Anyways, even though we're adults, volume 4. Here's one of the highlights that we wanted to mention for a bit. Sakamoto Days, volume 1, finally out. Highly recommend this. It's a lot of fun. And I think everybody will like it. Fun, simple story, great action. Art is on point. I do recommend it. Spy Family, volume 7. The anime set to debut in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Haganai, I Don't Have Many Friends, volume 20. Yep. I'll go to the other page. Sorry. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Failed Princess, volume 5. The Most Heretical Last Boss Queen from Villainess to Savior, volume 1. Versus Fighting Story, volume 2. Berserk of Gluttony, volume 5. Machimaho, I Messed Up and Made the Wrong Person into a Magical Girl. I've heard interesting things about it. I do want to read that. Crueler Than Dead, volume 2. Into the Deepest, Most Unknowable Dungeon, volume 2. Those Not So Sweet Boys, volume 6. One of my favorites, Inspector, volume 15. Recommend getting that. Moriarty the Patriot, volume 7. Are you still getting this, or did you drop it?
Yeah, no. I have no choice. I have to get it. It's a Shonen Jump series. But no, the first few volumes, I wasn't really digging it. And then I think it was like volume 4 was where it really caught my attention. And now I'm like actively super enjoying it.
Nice. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, volume 12. Man, I thought this series was over. I completely forgot about it. And here it is with volume 12. My Love Mix-Up, volume 3. Queen's Quality, volume 14. Skip Beat, volume 46. Snow White with the Red Hair, volume 18. Yona of the Dawn, volume 35. The New Gate, volume 9. Orient, volume 8. I was really bored of the show, but I stuck with it because I was going to review it. And the last portion of the show, which I guess would be volumes 5 or 6 of the manga, I think. I don't know. I really had fun with it. It's not my favorite.
That's the point where like the manga turned around for me.
Is that when the lady shows up? Without spoiling anything for anybody, Ebony thing.
Maybe there's a turn. I feel like it goes into like another arc, and from that, like it starts a new arc, and from that it actually started becoming a lot more interesting. And I was like literally so close to dropping it, and I was giving it so many more chances than I ever give any series, because people told me like it takes a minute to get going, but it does get going. And I was like, okay, I will trust you.
And we like the creator. She's done great work.
Yeah, and so like I want to give the benefit of the doubt, and I think it's turning itself around. So like originally I probably wasn't going to be getting volume 8, but like I'm pretty excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely keep that in mind if you're going to go into Orient. It starts out pretty meh, but it picks up. Shaman King Omnibus Volume 8. This one contains volumes 22, 23, and 24. Lovesick Ellie Volume 3. Peach Boy Riverside Volume 6. This is from the same creator as Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I hope I'm saying that correctly, because I always get him confused with another mangaka. And we're going to see another book from the same author in a bit. Penguin and House Volume 2. Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. This one is getting an anime in a couple weeks. Vampire Dormitory Volume 4. I don't know what this is doing here, but whatever. The Great Yahi Will Not Be Defeated Volume 2. Komi Can't Communicate Volume 18. Links. This is not about Zelda. Links manga. There you go.
Sure? It looks like that's Link at the top there.
It could be. Well, no, he has regular human ears.
Oh, okay.
Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Volume 10. Ragna Crimson, Volume 5. I was very interested in picking this up, but then I heard it's getting an anime, so I'm going to check that out first. And if I like it, I'll read the manga. The Seven Deadly Sins manga box set 2. My Brain is Different Stories of ADHD and Other Developmental Disorders. Sounds like a very interesting read. Call of the Night, Volume 7. Case Closed, Volume 82. That's awesome. Multi-Mind Mayhem Isekai Tensei Sodoki, Volume 3. And this is the other book that I was talking about from the same creator as Miss Kobayashi and Peach Boy Riverside. This is The Edaten Deities Know Only Peace. Last summer, I watched the show, and it was a lot of fun. It's sort of like an NC-17 ramped up version of Dragon Ball Z, to be specific, because it has the similar fighting and everybody's like super powered and it's very chaotic. There are a couple characters that are very lustful by nature, so this isn't a book for everybody, but check it out. I'm gonna get it. It looks awesome. I like the story for that. Next up, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Volume 3. Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle, nice, Volume 17. I need to keep up with that. Splatoon, Volume 14. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 12. Need to get that as well. A couple more booby books. You got Harukana Receive, Volume 10. Gigant, or Gigant, I don't know, however you say it. Volume 7. She's giant, so Gigant. Alice in Bishonen Land, Volume 2. The Demon Girl Next Door, Volume 5. No Matter What You Say, Furi-san is Scary, Volume 3. The Case Files of Jeweler Richard, Volume 2. Night of the Ice, Volume 10. And another omnibus for Attack on Titan, Volume 4. So these are going to be the same trim size as the Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get the colossal editions because they won't fit in your library, but you still want a bigger edition, get the omnibus.
And they're pumping all of these omnis. Attack on Titan, Seven Deadly Sins, Fire Force is coming out now.
Yeah. I'm waiting for, what was the other one? Noragami. Right?
Yeah.
Is that getting omnibus? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm waiting for that. I do want to get that.
That and number 6.
Yeah. Yes. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, Volume 2. You did get Volume 1. You told me.
Yes, I haven't read it yet. I'm just now, like this week, getting back to being able to read shit again,
Nice.
and that is on. Obviously, it's in the pile.
Yeah. Henkai Pan Manga. Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor, Volume 14. Call to Adventure, Defeating Dungeons with a Skill Board, Volume 4. Adi Fureta from Commonplace to World's Strongest, Volume 8. Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero, Volume 4. The Strange Adventure of a Broke Mercenary, Volume 3. Persona 5 Mementos Mission, Volume 2. They just announced that they're taking Persona 5 off of the PlayStation Plus collection. So get it now while you still can. Record of Ragnarok Volume 2. I am so hyped up to read this. It's just a damn shame that we have to wait so long for the volumes to come out. A Bride's Story, Volume 13. Overlord, the Undead King, Volume 7. Welcome Back, Alice from Oshimi. This is Volume 1. Just a heads up, this one's pretty adult. I had no idea. Took me by surprise for a minute. Bakemonogatari Volume 13, Seven Deadly Sins, which was scheduled for this month in March, but got delayed or postponed or moved around, whatever. It's now coming out in April. And then Volume 4 is coming out in May. Witches Complete Collection. This one was supposed to come out this week, but it got moved towards the middle of April. I'm definitely getting this.
Same.
This is a one and done, sorry, if anybody's wondering. So you should be comfortable getting this for your library. Great art. I'm dying to read it. I've seen most of the art and it looks fantastic. The Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World, Volume 2. Blood on the Tracks from Oshimi, Volume 9. And I do think the current chapters hint towards the story starting to wrap up somewhat because it's still ongoing. Magic Artisans, Dahlia Wilts No More, Volume 1. Higehiro, After Being Rejected, I Shaved and Took in a High School Runaway, Volume 3. Bite Maker, The King's Omega, Volume 4. Asadora from Urusawa, here's Volume 5. I caught up with this. I've read the first Volume 4 recently, and it's so much fun. I love it. Number 5, the final volume of Number 5 from Taiyo Matsumoto. Tamamo-chan's A Fox, Volume 5. If you like furries, you're going to have a good time. Kageki Shoujo, Volume 5. Alice in Kyoto, Volume 1. Assassin's Creed Dynasty, Volume 2. Skip and Loafer, Volume 4. Magica Swordsman and Summoner, Volume 15. Topu GP, Volume 8. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction, Volume 2. Another Tezuka book. Here's Apollo's Song, Omnibus. Necromance, Volume 3. It's weird. Heavenly Delusion, Volume 3. This is like another, it's Denpa, so it's another kaiji situation. This was supposed to come out ages ago, but it's finally coming out this month. Something's Wrong with Us, Volume 8. Descendants, Mao's Royal Challenge in color. Made in Abyss, Volume 10. By the way, quick side note. Did you know that Made in Abyss, they released an acrylic stand? They do acrylic stand for the different characters, right? In manga and anime.
Mm-hmm.
They made one for the mangaka. So if you want, you can own an acrylic standee for your shelf of the author of Made in Abyss. Super weird. I'm going to look it up. Yeah, it's super weird. I'm going to look it up later so you guys can laugh at it, because who would want that in their collection? That is beyond creepy.
Is it a photo of him, or is it like so it's not like an animated version?
No, it's a photo of him, like a little acrylic standee, and he's like this, and I think he has a bucket hat on. I gotta check it out again. But I'm gonna look for it before we wrap up. So weird. Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard, Volume 4. Sorry. Late Back Camp, Volume 11. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Volume 13, which I just found out a couple hours ago. They're making Funko Pops out of this series, which is insane. I didn't know it was that popular. I like it, but like, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Dungeon of Black Company. This is a fun one. I enjoyed the show for it. Blackguard, Volume 1. The Dangers in My Heart, Volume 4. Skeleton Knight in Another World, Volume 8. Another isekai. And the surprise hit. Literally, sales tripled after the show started because everybody just fell in love with My Dress Up Darling, and the manga is selling super fast. So here's Volume 5 coming out. Oh, there's still more. Sorry. Mob Psycho 100, Volume 8. Sensei's Pious Lie, Volume 1. Sayonara Football Farewell, My Dear Kramer, Volume 9. Sorry. Days on Fez, Volume 5. I didn't know Fez was abbreviating festival. That's interesting. Yeah. And I think there's one more page to check out.
I was looking on my side. I've been looking at my phone to make sure that like I have everything that I'm looking to buy like in my wish list. Like as we're going through, because I'm like, wait, I don't think I added that.
Dead Mount Death Play, Volume 7. A Certain Magical Index, Volume 25. Goblin Slayer, Volume 11. Golden Japanesque, A Splendid Yokohama Romance, Volume 5. Okay. Hinowa ga Crush. There we go. Volume 6. Lady Murasaki's Tale of Genji. My Senpai is Annoying. This is a lot of fun. I do recommend this. A pretty cute rom-com in the workplace with these two characters. It's pretty cute. Boys of the Dead. This is a manga? This looks like a Boom comic. What the hell? Hold up. Let me check.
It might be a comic because they've been putting a lot of comics.
Zombie BL. What?
Okay, never mind.
Boys of the Dead, story and art by Doji Tomita, introducing Zombie BL. A truck pulls into a sleepy roadside diner. In it, a pair of young men argue over something before stepping into the restaurant for some grub and some assistance. Apparently, their car is having engine trouble and they need a new car battery, of course. The cook offers his used battery and hands one of them the keys to his car before he starts preparing a pair of chili dogs. While he is over the grill, he is told of chaos, violence, and disorder perpetuated by undying people. A collection of 6 zombie-themed boys' love short stories set in the USA. The English language debut of the 2017 Four Seasons Manga Award-winning artist. So it is a boys' love in a zombie apocalyptic story setting.
Nice.
I never would have imagined that. That looks like something you would put in a theme generator and zombies, BL, America. Let's go. Cool. Hitorijime My Hero, Volume 12. Also, I was a bottom tier bureaucrat for 1,500 years, and the Demon King made me a minister. Volume 3. This is if you're wondering, this is a spinoff of the next one that I'm mentioning here. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. I feel like these two should cross over, and the text will cover the entire cover of the manga, the front cover. A Galaxy Next Door, Volume 1. This looks interesting. I like the cover. Pretty simple. In Another World with My Smartphone, Volume 5. Surprisingly, the battery has not run out yet because we're up to Volume 5 and he still has the cell phone. Eden's Zero, Volume 16. I do recommend that. Dance and the Vampire Bund, Age of Scarlet Order, Volume 6. Yagi, the Bookshop Goat. The Solitary Gourmet Manga. I'm tempted to get this.
Yes.
Are you going to get it?
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I just I added into my wish list that I had not had on there. And I was like, did I miss it? Did I just like skip past it or something? Because I was that's on my video when I talked about my top 10 anticipated for the year.
Yeah. I want to check it out. Plus it's an omnibus hardcover. Should be fun. Love of Kill, Volume 7. Please Put Them On, Takamine-san, Volume 3. Plunderer, Volume 9. The Royal Tutor, Volume 16. Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts, Volume 15. Our Teachers Are Dating, Volume 4. This happened when I was a kid, and the two teachers got fired. So this would not go well. Just saying. Sasaki and Miyano, Volume 5. Shibuya Goldfish, Volume 10. Kingdom of Z. I assume this is another zombie one. Cat Massage Therapy, Volume 2, Colored Edition. Shioti's Diary, Volume 3. Oh, here you go. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs, Volume 19. Trapped in a Dating Sim, The World of Otome Games is Tough for Mobs, Volume 4. Time Stop Hero, and The Most Notorious Talker Runs the World's Greatest Clan, Volume 1. And The Breaker, which we talked about last week, Omnibus, Volume 3, and Sick manga. That manga is sick, bro. Which one are you reading? Sick.
I read the second Breaker Omnibus, and it definitely does go away from being extremely just
GTO.
Yeah, it's like it's not bad at all. And I'm not saying it's not good. It's just, to me, it's a little bit simple, I guess. Like it's just an action series that has, the main character becomes very strong. And it's we see that a lot. So
yeah,
I'll continue reading it because it did entertain me more in that second volume. But I don't think I'm gonna be like calling home about it or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen it enough in manga territory. Now you're looking at it through the manhwa lens, but it's still the same tropes. I'm getting a bunch of these, like number 5 and Asadora, for example. Witches, Seven Deadly Sins. I'm debating if I'm gonna go for Welcome Back Alice, or maybe I'll wait. Record of Ragnarok, that's something I recommend. That's a lot of fun. There's more of that here. Attack on Titan. Gigant, the giant boobed lady fighting monsters, and Satan.
Yep, giant boob lady Satan.
Yes, she literally fights Satan near the end to save the world. It's very inspiring and lewd. Rent a Girlfriend, definitely recommend that. Sumi, she's the best girl of that series. Edith and Deities, I am going to get. Probably make a little first impressions video on my channel when that happens. What else? Let's go back here. I know you're getting Comey. Shaman King, Orient, Yawn of the Dawn. I still only have the first 4 because everything is out of stock for that series. My Hero Academia, Moriarty, Inspector. Yeah. Cool.
So I have some orders that have not been shipped. Some of these things might be from last month, or from this month. It's Blue Period 6, Chainsaw Man 10, Grand Blue Dreaming 15, JJK 15, Kaiju number 8, 2, Sakamoto Days 1, Spy Family 7, Kaguya-sama Love is War 22, Moriarty the Patriot 7, My Hero Academia Vigilantes 12, and then I know Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse. I know that that's from March, as well as Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu Volume 10. I know that that's also from March. And then, let's see, Shaman King Omnibus 8 and Orient Volume 8. And then also they literally just restocked Call of the Night Volume 1. It's been out of stock for a long time, and I've been waiting because I have 2 through 6, and I'm going to be getting 7 this month. And so finally I get Volume 1, and I can read that series. Let's see. So upcoming would be Asadora 5, Blood on the Tracks 9, Call of the Night 7, Comey Can't Communicate 18, Mob Psycho 108, Number 5, Volume 4, Record of Ragnarok 2, Sleepy Princess and the Demon Castle 17. I'm also waiting on the first volume of that one to come back. I think it's scheduled to come back in the next month or two.
Wait, which one? Sorry, I was...
Sleepy Princess.
Oh, Sleepy. Got it.
Yeah. I've had the rest of that series since like the holiday sales, and I just haven't been able to get the first one for cover or less. 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, Volume 2.
Really.
Excuse me. Seven Deadly Sins, Omnibus 3, Solitary Gourmet, Welcome Back. Excuse me. Alice, Witches.
You are forgiven.
And Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs, Volume 19. And that would be everything that's currently coming out in April that I'm looking to get. But some of those things might be delayed. That happens.
Very nice.
Probably buy a few other books from other series. Like I'm currently trying to run through Renee by Rumiko Takahashi, because it's the last of her series that's available in English that I don't have, aside from her the Rumic World and Rumic Theater anthology books. I only have a couple.
Did you read and I this is totally awkward with Boys of the Dead there. Did you read the short story collection that came out last month? What was it called? The Mirror Came something?
Came the Mirror, yeah.
Yeah. Was it any good?
Yeah, if you're a fan of Takahashi's work, like it's worth picking up. It made me annoyed though, because it has a story at the end that is like it's half Takahashi and half Mitsuru Adachi. And Mitsuru Adachi like is the most underappreciated creator in the US, because like he has as many, if not more, series as Takahashi does, except his work is like only one out of all of his works, whereas Takahashi, like most of her work is available in English. He literally only has Cross Game is the only of his series, and then there's like an older I forget what it's called, but it's an anthology book that they released 2 volumes of, and that's it. And that book is super out of print right now, so it's hard to find, but like that's all. And he has so many highly praised, high selling series, like Mix, H2, like all these different series, and literally all we have in English is Cross Game. So annoyed.
I'll tell you what, I think part of that is that not a lot of his works were adapted into anime, whereas Takahashi, she became a household name because most of her work got anime adaptations, since like Gen Xers like Omar and millennials like us and Gen Zers have new stuff as well. You know, from Meizan Ikoku to Inuyasha to Yashahime, there's so much work in anime form. Whereas Adachi, I'm looking here at the anime. This is just my theory. You don't have to believe me. Mix, Cross Game are the 2 big highlights in anime form. So maybe that kind of contributes to not being so hot for America. I don't know. Just my theory.
I think what was the other one? There's
also,
Touch.
That's Boys of the Dead. I'm going to take that off now.
Touch is another extremely popular one of Adachi's, and H2. Both of those I've spoken about in videos on my channel recently, but it's like he is in that one shot. It's literally talking about his career and how he's like basically on the other side of Weekly Shonen Sunday as like Takahashi and Adachi both, their series are always pretty much published in Weekly Shonen Sunday. Like very much popularly, they are mainstays in that magazine. And it basically is a short story that both of them worked on where they were talking about their careers and like starting to work and stuff like that. And I was just sitting there like they're referencing so many different titles and I'm like, why can't you just give us like one, give me Touch, give me H2, give me Mix, give me any of these, seriously, like anything of his. Because Cross Game, like I read Cross Game and I had never read anything by Adachi because obviously there's not a lot to choose from, and I immediately fell head over heels for the series. Like I cried. That series is so good. It is like an amazing romantic comedy baseball series. And that's what he does. A lot of his series are like romantic comedies. I read a huge spoiler when I was making a video. I read a huge spoiler for one of the others and I'm like, damn, like I wish I hadn't read that, because if I had been able to read the series, that spoiler would have absolutely wrecked me. Like no, like finding out in real time while reading that series would have wrecked me. And I was like, I wanted to be wrecked. I wanted to be legitimately wrecked by this. This is not fair. But that's what happens sometimes when you do research for videos. You accidentally run into stuff. Because it was like, I thought that the spoiler was from the beginning of the series. Like it was part of the setup for the rest of the series. And then I found out it was like something from the very end. And I was like,
oh, man.
No. So Adachi, man, I wish we could have more Adachi. At least we do have as much Takahashi though as we have like her, like the entirety of her major bibliography, like of her ongoing series.
She just got an Eisner last year, so that tells you something.
Looking her
came for the manga releases, stayed for the Hawaiian shirt. Yo, Chip, my man.
Her major releases, Urusei Yatsura is being released for the first time fully in English. We just have a few more volumes left. Meisani Koku, Mermaid Saga, Ranma 1/2, 1 Pound Gospel. 1 Pound Gospel is probably going to be re-released soon. I want to make a bet on that one. Then the Rumik Theater and Rumik World books, which those need to be re-released. Inuyasha, Rinni, and Mao is currently happening. So literally all of her major works are available in English. All she would have left is just some short stories. That's it.
That's awesome. Here's a question from Next Imaginaut, Riley. I'm tagged as well. Sorry, a little loopy tonight. Have either of you heard when Kodansha plans to start releasing Otomo the Complete Works in English? I remain very confused by their earlier press release that Domu and the first storyboard collection were to drop in late January, despite the lack of any corresponding solicitation announcements. Do you know anything of that?
No. The storyboard thing, though, is that the Akira book that Gabe got?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so that stuff came out. The storyboards came out and are available. Like Gabe bought those and has them in hand and is like, look what I got.
Yeah.
Because it was 2 of them, right? But the other stuff, I don't know. Because I think there might be like holdups on the licensor side, like on the license holder side in Japan, and not just in the American side of things.
Israel, have you guys read Heaven's Door by Koike? I haven't. Sorry.
I'm not a big fan of Koike, so I haven't read more than like what have I read? I've read like 3 things by Koike.
You read I know which one you read. Gonna look it up
Freeman.
because I got a database on all the stuff you've read.
I read the first three of the first three of the omnibus editions of Lone Wolf and Cub. Just didn't do it for me. I read Crying Freeman, and that's the one where I was like, yeah, F this. Like I like really hated that one. Like it made me upset.
Yeah. I missed another question here from Bavarian Rev. Thank you for joining. Hey guys, just randomly picked up Moriarty and it made me want to read more manga. Any suggestions? Thanks.
Well, if Moriarty, then maybe other mystery stuff. Like I mean, Case Closed is 80 something volumes, but you could pick up like a few volumes,
any of them, and just enjoy them because it's mostly Case of the Week.
Yeah, there's an overarching story, but it's like once every 10 volumes or something. There's a case that has something.
You'll be good. Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to think of other mystery series that would be the same. Like, I mean, you could go for stuff like 20th Century Boys and 21st Century Boys, which is really an overarching mystery type series.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same. It's not like a detective. I know there's something that I'm missing. Something's on the tip of my tongue.
Detective work. Or just, I'm not going to recommend any detective stuff, but just overall.
Batman, the Bat manga.
Oh, there you go.
Batman's a detective.
What about, I'm looking over there. What about not detective work, but The Ancient Magus Bride is one of my favorite darker fantasies in manga that I recommend. It's still ongoing though. Volume 16 comes out in the summer, but I think it's fun. It's a fun series with great art.
Maybe Death Note.
Death Note, yeah.
Death Note.
Don't get Platinum End though, because I hate that. Sorry.
But Death Note is a good like mystery thriller type series.
Yeah,
but it's more. I would say it's more of a cat and mouse because you already know the answer to the mystery, but it's like watching both sides.
Exactly.
Kind of like seeing like who's gonna come out on top.
Yawn of the Dawn, that's a good one, but most of it is out of stock right now. And Shigeru Mizuki books because he's the GOAT. Yeah, get that. Or get oh, you know what? Inspector. I talked about it earlier. Jesus Christ. Inspector is a mystery detective story involving supernatural stuff and yokai. Get that. That's a lot of fun. It has a show. It has a season if you want to check it out. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah. N-Man. Yes, they are both out in Japan, where, if I'm not mistaken, there are also already something like 21 volumes that have been published. Jesus Christ, 21 volumes of storyboards? Or what was the other thing you were asking for about? Ultimo Complete Works? Damn. Speaking of Made in Abyss, I said I would find the acrylic stand, and I did. Brace yourselves. This is kind of weird. So you can get this beautiful stand right here. Let me zoom in. You can get that for your collection and display it next to your Made in Abyss Blu-rays and manga volumes. And that's not all. Check this out. You can also get a shirt of what's this guy's name? Akihito Tsukushi. This is coming out from March to April 3rd. So you only have a couple days if you want to get it from a pop-up shop in Yurakucho Marui department store in Japan. I don't know what to make of this. Would you display something like this of your favorite creator? It's so creepy. I don't like it.
I get one like Grant Morrison.
I'll be honest with you. I don't have pictures of people on my phone because I find it creepy to have pictures of people.
Okay, so I looked
staring at the camera. I mean, I don't know. I'm weird like that.
I looked a little bit more into the Otomo stuff. The pre-orders for the Japanese versions just opened like last November, and the first release were in January of this year, and that was Domu, and then Title 21, the Akira Storyboards Volume 1. Both of those literally came out in January, and then this month in March, and this is what Gabe has: the Akira Storyboards Volumes 1 and 2, Title 21 and Title 22. So it's not 20 something volumes out. That's just the title is actually 21 and 22. And as well in Japan, Boogie Woogie Waltz is title.
What's the name?
So the complete works, the Otomo complete works, they're being released like Marvel Epic Collection style, completely out of.
Oh, got it.
And they are right now so the first release was 21st January this year.
Yeah.
Title 8 is Domu, and Title 21 is Akira Storyboards Volume 1.
Gotcha.
The second release was this month on the 18th. Title 2, Boogie Woogie Waltz, and Title 22, Akira Storyboards Volume 2. The storyboards, Title 21 and Title 22, are what Gabe has. Those are the things that he got, and you can buy those. They're from Japan, but I think he just got them off of Amazon USA. And then in May is the third release, Title 3, Highway Star, Title 25, Goodbye Japan. The fourth release will be in July, Title 20, Animation Akira with a Blu-ray disc included, and Title 4, Sayonara Nippon, or Goodbye Japan. And then 20th September, that's the fifth release, will be Title 5, Fireball, and Title 35, Mushishi live-action film with a Blu-ray disc included. And then the sixth release, 18th of November, is Title 1, A Gun Report. So that's as far as they've solicited what I can find for the Japanese releases. Title is the chronological order. So each one of these is given a number that coincides with when it was released chronologically in Otomo's career. So they're, 25 or 35 actually is the latest that they've from what I've found that they've solicited, but it's not available yet, and they don't have 35 books out at this time. So Kodansha US is not going to have information yet about this because these are barely coming out in Japan, and licensing just often takes a lot longer than that. So we're probably not going to hear anything about these English releases until we might get them next year at the soonest.
Yeah. Okay.
We would hear about it in the next few months at the earliest, but we probably wouldn't get anything until next year.
There you go. Cleveland Brown was asking about Crying Freeman. Did it make you cry, though?
No, it made me pissed off. Because the main character is a piece of shit. Like he treats his partner, his wife, or I don't remember if they were married or not, but he just treats her terribly, and it really pissed me off.
Many good suggestions. Inspector sounds interesting. I'm going to share a little preview here from Amazon, just so everybody can look at the art before we wrap up. We got 2 more minutes left. This is Inspector, Volume 1. You can look at the little preview here. I really like the art on this. Story's a lot of fun. If you like supernatural mystery detective work, you're going to be right at home with this. I'm going to read you real quick the description because it's better if I do it instead of improvising. The 17-year-old Kotoko has a unique situation. When she was a child, she was kidnapped by yokai and returned missing one leg and one eye. Since then, she has been able to communicate with otherworldly forces, both benevolent and dangerous. Kotoko is alone in her power until she learns that the crush she's watched from afar, Kuro, has had his encounter with yokai. As if being touched by the supernatural wasn't enough, Kuro's personal life is also in shambles. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and the art is pretty cool too. So I do recommend it. It's a long-running series. Volume 15 we talked about, and 16 is also solicited for like 2 months from now or 3. So there you go. I do recommend that. I love me some yokai, and that's a good one. All right. Well, you ready to wrap it up? Okie dokie. Let me remind you guys that this show is brought to you by the fine folks at In Stock Trades. In Stock Trades, your home for all things collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, a trade paperback, all the manga that we talked about. 99.9% of them you're going to find when they come out on IST for great deals, daily deals from all your favorite publishers. Head on over to the website and you can look at all that, all those wonderful deals, up to 50 to even 60% off. It ranges. It's awesome. We love it. In Stock Trades, fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging at IST. And of course, last Monday, we had the gift card giveaway. So you can participate again at the end of April for a $50 gift card open to anybody, courtesy of our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Riley, when you're not doing this show, where can people find you on the internet?
Well, when I finally get to put some content out, you can see the new videos on my my channel. I'm like stockpiling content right now, but if I'm when I say stockpiling, I mean like I'm like filming things and not editing them, but at the same time I want to build up so that I can have a stream of stuff put out so I don't have delays between my videos again for a while. But hopefully, if all goes according to plan, I should have something up tomorrow.
Ooh.
And then at least one more within a week from that, because I have a couple of like easy to complete videos coming on. So that TikTok, of course, the Omnibus Collector. I really don't go on Instagram much, but if you want to at least follow me on there, then there's Instagram, the Omnibus Collector, and then Twitter. Every once in a while, I'll tweet something. Omni Collector over there.
Nice. Myself, I am always petitioning Marvel for an Inhuman omnibus, but you can find my channel. That's A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime and manga. Usually leave the comic book talk for this channel. Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Follow me if you can. Okay, we got one final comment from Next Imaginant, and we're going to close it out because he posted this while I was talking. So follow us on social media. Next Imaginant. 1 out of 2. Meant to tell you on an earlier episode, the manga River's Edge is unmistakably partially based upon the American film from 1986, which is one of the better B films of the 80s and very much a piece with I can't talk tonight. Twin Peaks. There you go. River's Edge. That's the one where they find the body, right? That I said it sounded like Stand By Me. There you go. All right. Interesting. That's about it. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back on Monday for hauls, previews, reads, all that wonderful stuff. And then Wednesday, we got Moon Knight episodes 1 and 2 review, as well as comic book news. And then Thursday, another manga video. That's the current schedule. Thank you, everybody. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when we go live. And that's it. Stay safe. God bless. Catch you guys on the next stream. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. Sorry.